What's up, guys? Doing an update here. I want to do a quick market update, maybe even hit crypto a little bit, and then just want an update on how the prop program's going. I'll try to do these updates maybe daily or definitely weekly. And some of you I know still want to, we're looking to try to join the program here for October. I think now is a good time to do it as we're going to start to move in towards the last of this earnings season. And equities are back at the top of the range, and the stuff that we like, bonds and gold, are at the bottom of the range. So just like last month, it was really tough for all the stuff that was working for most of the year, that being bonds and gold. And so it was a good first 2 weeks to start global macro trade and futures. And I know a lot of you guys are new. So yeah, that said, we had another good day today. We're running at like 80% profitability as far as our winning trades and or winning days. Winning day percentage is at 80. So I guess we're on day 10. So it's going well. We started out slow. We talk about slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And now we've been ramping it up, bigger contracts. And like today was one of the, it's like maybe the second or third day that we traded the long bond. And you can see we did just on really, what was it, guys? One or two, like 1 minute moves. We did about $1,300. So we're going to start doing, a little bit more duration on our bond trades. And, we started off just trading 2s and 5s. So you guys would get the hang of doing both sides and some of the yield curve stuff. But this is what the platform looks like, guys. For those of you that are maybe interested, this is long bonds. We took a short, covered, and then right here you can see we resold into the bounce. This is where we entered short with one of the cycles, and then covered into the new low, and then we reshorted this bounce. Haven't really done much work on ultras yet, but that's another stepping stone that we'll be working on. S&Ps we took on the long side today. It was pretty much just a one-way move. So we came in, actually shorted the Russell to begin with, and then that kind of started to break above this high right here. So we actually went long and then added on a couple cycles. So we did about almost 1,000 there, $737 in the E-minis. We had a couple scalps on the euro. So we look at the euro. These charts, I don't set these charts up perfectly because we do a lot of charting with all our other services that are already set up. We mainly just focus here on the execution, which again is free commissions. And the euro, we were short, covered into the support. There's a trend line that has developed on the intermediate term. You might be able to see it over here. All right. So we covered into that low, and then we had a secondary bounce right into pi, and we faded that right up here and covered that for another successful trade. I put another one lot out that just had to get flat at the end of the day. We're probably going to short Russell this evening or early in the morning in the London session, just because the euro is back high within the range, guys. So there's a lot of opportunity with this daily cycle here on the euro. All right. We've been talking about that. So this daily cycle's high. We're back towards the top of the range, just like the euro was at the low end of the range and its support a week and a half ago. Let's see, we did give back the Russell. We played on the short side early, so that was the first move we made. And let me show that real quickly. Recap of that. Trying to go as fast as I can here. I actually gotta get out of the office. Oh man, we came in short, added, and then we did another third lot. And so this is why we're working S&Ps on the long side, and we finally did get a break late in the day, but we had to basically wait all through lunch hour and finally got a break. So that was one we weren't able to get in the green on the day. And then twos were part of our 5-year short and our 30-year play. That was one of them I wish we would have done a little bit differently. Also, we kind of got a little bit heavy twos early. The curve really flattened, and we probably should have just kicked half of that out a little bit earlier, and it wouldn't have gave back as much. Anyway, profitable on the day, and then big picture. Oh, what we did. There was some more moves to be made on the euro today and the last couple days. So again, we're selling the top end of the range. So there's scalps here, we covered, scalps here, we covered. That's on the 5-minute. I've got some core pieces that are a little bit heavier here. So as we get on the top of the range, then you start hitting it a little bit harder. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see here on this Alonda platform, but there's a lot of little intraday opportunities. And that's what we were doing this morning. You can see some of my covers here, here. And then again, we reshorted pie, covered. So plenty of money to be had there in FX. Cable, all the algos are going to chase us above the 200 now. I think the opportunity is going to be back on the short side, but I slowly started fading that, and I didn't hit it with any real size yet. I don't know. I want to see how the market opens up tomorrow, but I'm going to be looking to play this on the short side. And again, everybody thinks now that because you're above the 200, that's a reason to be bullish. And in our model, it's the complete opposite. It's the same stuff that you would hear when we got above the 200, failed at pie. Got above the 200, failed at pie. Got above the 200, we're back at pie. So it's really actually dangerous to be long here. When you move from a low from 120, 121, 123 in a straight line back up to pie, it's not, the risk reward is not to be chasing longs up here. So we'll be looking to play that. It's the same kind of thing as dragging on the short side. Treasuries, I think, are overall low within the range. So I like the front end here. If you want to talk about core positioning, overnight positioning, swing positioning, twos. Tens, I'll probably wait for something more like 129. You can see that was the support from 2-3 weeks ago, and nobody wanted to buy bonds, and everybody thought that they were all going to go lower, and that was it. And then we actually rallied, had another huge rally. So the front end, I'm probably going to start to add to first, and then if we continue to these lows from the beginning of September, I'll start to put back on more tens and bonds. And then it's very similar trade for gold. You're back towards the bottom of the range, but we could definitely go a little bit lower. What I did today was our team on our longer term positioning, we were covering calls that we were selling up here when we had rallied back to the underside of the 200, selling upside calls. We came off today, you get a chance to cover back those calls. And then actually we sold a few puts down here. And haven't really bought back any futures yet. I like the idea of selling the puts below the market first, and or buying the E-minis, and then give yourself some opportunity to buy them when they're really down, when everybody's puking. Again, like that same thing that happened back here 2 weeks ago. Lastly, crypto. I have not been very active this month, and largely because of the long-term cycle we couldn't break out on it, and I said we're not going to be rallying until October, and that's exactly what's played out. It's just a timing thing. We can go over those cycles here real quick. So this is on BTC. Second, sorry. Okay. Let me make sure this is a daily chart. Okay, so I've done a couple of videos on this. The last long wave we actually had on this breakout day when we finally broke above that 3,500, 4,000 area. That happened exactly with the turn, exactly with this top of this wave. And then we basically had a bull run through the top of this midterm cycle right here. And then we had kind of a consolidation period, but you did make lower highs into the bottom of this cycle. So you had a turning point here. We made another lower high with this turn and another cycle from here to guess what, kind of where we are today. So from this turning point to here, we've been nothing but down, lower highs. And us failing to make a new high here at the beginning of October really means that we're not going to see it in rally most likely until at least December at the earliest. I don't mean a rally back to like 10,000 or 11. I mean where we're making higher highs again and we're in a intermediate term bull market like we had at this stage. So it's kind of a do nothing if you're just playing the long side. Raise cash, wait for lower prices, be patient, pick your spots, and or if you're able to play short futures somehow, or you guys are maybe not US and you're shorting some on some of these other exchanges, that's fine. But it's probably more of the same, sideways to down. You're gonna have pie coming up around 7,000, but I don't have any of the longer term cycles turning up till the end of November, December. This is actually a pretty big complex of several different cycles. Yeah, so that's that. And maybe as far as the alts go, we made nice sales at, I believe, into 220. Yeah, 220. I haven't even added back to that. I've really just been raising cash again, being kind of patient. Litecoin, it's just we're just in a do nothing, slow slumber right now. So it's a timing thing. We've had, I guess it'll be a full year, right? It come December, full 2 years since the low. 2 years already, yeah. So that's a standard reaction, a 2 to 3 bar count. So if you look at a yearly chart, 3 years down off a major blow off peak. So maybe we resume the rally here December, going into next year. If we continue to leak lower though, and you get BTC back to that 7,000 area, there is going to be. I will look to be adding to the alts again. I mean, Ether down here at 30. So that's Litecoin 30. Ether, anything in front of 100, 120 zone is good. And I don't know, I have time to get into it, guys, versus BTC. Maybe I'll do some work on that later in the week and some of the relative value stuff. So anyway, I hope you have a great evening. If you guys are interested in getting on the prop team, I know some of you have messaged me about it. Just send me a message here in our Symphony room. You can direct message me. If you're not in this room and you're not sure where or why or how to switch over, you're still kind of communicating with me, with our team over here in River, that's fine. I'm still over here. You can email me at trading@jenkinsrm.com, trading@jenkinsrm.com, or you can hit my Twitter at @JasonJenkins. Direct message me there. And guys, I'll probably do a webinar here on Thursday or Friday as a kind of a follow-up to that whole prop program, and more of an update on global macro, where we think the opportunities are and all that good stuff. So anyway, guys, enjoy your evening. We'll talk to some of you in the morning.